Hi, my name is Susan.
Hi, my name's Verity.
And we have been to EGX and we had a look at quite a few games.
Yes, we have. I like the Black and White Bushido game. That was
really good.
That was really good. That was a multiplayer beat 'em up. I don't know how to describe it. Just a fighting game. Really,
free-for-all deathmatch type game.
And it was very simple. The level was it was a kind of platform level with you either a black character or a white character fighting for Team Dark or Team Light. And the level was split into black and white areas. And when you were in the same area as your colour, you could then stand still and you disappear like you would expect a ninja to do. And then you could just kind of slice at people out of the darkness or out of the light or however it worked. But then the level was constantly changing. Those areas of dark and light were moving around, and made it fun. The CPU was awful. I mean, the AI, because old Muggins got teamed with the AI, and it was, the CPU was just dreadful. But and it was also kind of one of the problems I found was it was quite easy to just cheese at the bottom of the level and just stand there and slide and slide and slide, and you'd slash anyone who fell into your area.
But if you had sort of 4 players.
I think it would be really good.
It's kind of like just
4 humans.
That whole kind of throw people, very simple deathmatch scenario on like a relatively static level. Works really well because simple controls, simple objective, and it was kind of like the simplicity that makes Towerfall Ascension really fun to play with friends as well. So more of that, please.
Indeed.
One of my favourites this show has been Gang Beasts.
Gang Beasts! That was awesome. There's no way you can describe it.
But if I explain what it is, it's just like, people are going to hear it and say, that sounds shit.
It was football mascots wailing on each other. In like rooms with massive grinders or on a window cleaning platform.
That level was hilarious.
Or on the roof of trucks.
That was even funnier. So it's just a free-for-all punch fest. Really.
But with very limited control and how could you imagine you're in a big mascot costume?
You've got spaghetti arms.
Yeah, you're kind of like wobbling around. I was a purple dinosaur. I looked a lot like Barney.
I loved how like you and one other guy were just like, I'm the best TV children's show.
He was the teal cockerel or something like that. I was like, no way. I am the only purple dinosaur.
I was a pink teddy bear. And I kept getting picked up by like this yellow tiger.
That was the small child, the yellow tiger.
The yellow tiger was a small child?
Yeah, he was being played by about a 6-year-old boy.
Dang it!
And he was bloodthirsty,
I'm worse at games than I thought I was.
I think the thing I liked about it most was that it was kind of, the whole game was based around violence. I mean, it was just literally wailing on people and throwing them off things and all sorts. But there was no real violence in it. It was all just kind of friendly murder.
Yeah, because you were trying to be like last person standing. And, somebody could, like, pick you up and throw you off the edge, but you could fight back and, hold on for dear life.
Grab onto their ears, and then quite often you'd both fall off, and then a third person would be holding their feet, and there'd be, like, a chain of you hanging off a balcony.
That happened, like, first, and it was kind of like, so what happens now?
Someone's got to let go.
So we all die. That's what happens. But I think, like, what was hilarious was, that small child, and, playing with his dad or something, because that kid was, like really upset when his dad was like battering him. He was like, oh daddy, I'm losing, no daddy. He was like, let go of me, that kind of thing. And then the minute his dad let him go, this little kid just like started wailing on him. He was kind of like, ha! Just grabbed him and just started like pummeling the crap out of this little rooster or something.
The style of the game was definitely just windmill your arms around.
Yeah, I really did feel it. It is like that scene in The Simpsons, like I'm gonna windmill my arms, or I'm gonna kick the air in front of me, and if you walk into it, it's not my fault. It did feel like that. I was amazed that I survived for as long as I did in some of the situations.
Another one's where, like, on the top of the truck, where for a brief moment you're not sure which character, because there were 8 characters, I think, they would have live at any one time. And if you weren't 100% sure who you were, you just, like, walk the wrong way, you're off. And so your body is lying on the ground.
And yet, it was somehow really hilarious just seeing, like, a pink teddy bear, like, fall off the top of a truck and land in the middle of the road, never to be seen again.
It was brilliant.
I don't know, like, I laughed so much. I was wiping tears from my eyes.
It was just hysterical. I mean, just go and play it, to be honest. It's enormous. A brilliant party game. Just fantastic.
Cast of Seven Godsends?
Yeah, that was...
Castle of Seven Godsends.
Castle of Seven Godsends. That was a kind of side-scrolling platformer. I don't know, it was weird. Lady had a baby, then she didn't have a baby, big demon guy stole baby.
Yeah, I was watching the beginning cutscenes, which were, retro sort of style. Not really a lot to say about them.
No.
I guess. No text or anything, just kind of like infer what's happening by what you see on the screen.
She had a baby, she didn't have a baby, demon stole baby.
Yeah, it's like the demon stole the baby, and then the baby was like hovering on top of like a plinth, and then there was like this green light, and I was like, are they draining the life from the baby? Are they trying to use the baby for a spell, trying to set it to another dimension?
Was our character the baby? Where did he come in?
Because he was like, was he not like the prince? He got, or the king or the prince or something?
He got bopped
wasn't
on
it
the
his
head.
baby?
Oh, I'm so confused. I didn't know.
I don't think the story's important though, to be honest.
No, then you just get in and throw a lot of knives at people. And
yeah, also I accidentally clicked and skipped the whole thing, and I was like, I don't know what happened. Why am I here?
Yeah, I actually also did this. I saw the baby, and then there were 7 godsends, I'm guessing, that started floating, and then I was in the level throwing knives at people. And, well, throwing knives at kind of red blobby things and tree monsters. And
did you do, because it said press the button to use a godsend?
Yeah, and then you turned into a big purple dude. And then
I turned into a giant tree.
Oh. Well, I think it depends on which godsend you'd picked up. Because these
I had no idea which godsend.
Yeah, these kind of like...
I didn't even realise that I'd picked one up.
Crystal orbs, like, if you killed one of those red blobby floating things, then a crystal orb seemed to fall from the sky, and then if you smashed the heck out of it, something came out, and then if you ate that, then you could become a god, then you could summon a godsend. Or sometimes you got some cool armour.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, though, it was
or a different weapon.
Or weapons.
Yeah, like a kroll blade or something.
Oh, I had, like, this massive... So instead of throwing knives, I ended up having throwing maces. Like, but that was really annoying, because instead of going in a straight line, they went in, like, a little curve.
Yeah, no, I had the throwing hammer that went in an actual right angle, which made no sense at all at one point.
I got, like, at one point like a foamerang or something, like a throwing foamerang, but with blades. Spinning blades, which didn't go very far, but they boomeranged back to you. And
that's quite handy, yeah, because the knives actually were weak, but were quite powerful and kind of went in a good direction. Good for getting those guys who were just throwing massive bricks on your head for no good reason.
But then some of them would, like, have shields. I was like, I don't know how to...
the brick throwing guys. You had to get underneath them and shoot them up through the crotch.
But then I had one guy who, like, stood on his shield when I did that.
Really?
Yeah, further down the level. So I ended up, sort of just attempting to jump over him, would land on him anyway, take a hit, and then try and throw a knife at him, and he'd be, like, blocking it, and I was still like...
Yeah, the only way I could do it was sneaky crotch attack. That was the only thing that would seem to work, like, just suddenly appear and go, ha-ha, blade in the nuts. So it was quite good. What I quite liked about it was that if you got hit, particularly did you get to the end bit where there was like a big green blobby throwing wizard?
No, I was awful at this game, so
There was this terrible green blob throwing, which then the blob seemed to, a bit like the grenades in the Division, like kind of suck towards you, so jumping out of the way then was quite difficult. But if he hit you once, then the Grim Reaper kind of like flew round you as a warning that death is circling.
Well, the Grim Reaper was a
constant companion, which is quite nice
in my case.
But it was kind of retro side-scrolling platform. It seemed quite interesting.